So we'll solve this problem today. So in the previous class, we are done with problems on triangles and one problem on square. A square was appearing as a rectangle in the top view. Okay. So in today's problem, we'll solve this question. So this is the question given to you. A rectangular plate of negligible thickness of size 35 mm into 20 mm, which is this one, 35 into 20, has one of its shorter edges in VP. They have clearly given in the question that one of the shorter edges of the rectangular plate is in vertical plane. Okay, is in vertical plane. So with that edge inclined at 40° to HP. So this shorter edge, which is in vertical plane, is inclined to 40° to horizontal plane. So draw the top view if its front view is a square of side 20 mm. They have given you what is the shape of the front view. The shape of the front view is a square of sides 20 mm. Okay. So first you have to identify where your lamina is resting. Okay, where your lamina is resting. How will you identify where your lamina is resting? So they have given you a rectangular plate of negligible thickness of size 35 mm into 20 mm has one of its shorter edges in VP. Okay, so from this itself we can clearly come to know that it is resting on vertical plane. If you cannot identify with this sentence, you can see this sentence. You can see this sentence. Front view is a square of side 20 mm. See, this is the front view. Okay, front view, which is a square of side 20 mm. Okay, if they give top view of square 20 mm, it means your lamina, your rectangular plate will be resting on horizontal plane. Here they have clearly given to you, it is resting on vertical plane. One of its edges, one of the shorter edges is on vertical plane. So from this, clearly identify your lamina, your rectangular plate is resting on vertical plane. So this is what you have to draw first. Okay, why you have to draw it like this? Why you have to draw like this only, not this way? Not this way, because when you rotate this, if you place it like this and you rotate it, you cannot see a square in the second step. You cannot see a square in the second step. But if I place it like this, if I try to rotate this plane, okay, at an angle with respect to vertical plane, okay, you will see a square in the front view. Okay, a square in the front view. That's why you have to first draw it like this. If you draw it like this, your whole solution is wrong. Okay, you have to identify how to place it also first. Okay, where is it placed and how is it placed? Those things are very important. Okay, once you're done with the first step, draw the front view first. Okay, show the dimensions. I'm first explaining, then I'll show it in Google SketchUp. Then we'll start with solid edge. Okay, then you can start drawing it. So first you draw the front view of side 35 mm into 20 mm. Then draw the projections. After naming it, draw the top view. Okay. After that, you draw this. Okay. After you draw this, a square of side 20 mm in the front view. After this, you have to again project this axis, and then this and this both are same. You have to just measure this and transfer that here, so that you'll get the angle with respect to which plane? Vertical plane. Angle with respect to vertical plane. So after this, they have clearly given the shorter edge is inclined to HP at 40 degrees. This is the shorter edge. Okay, this is the shorter edge. So that is inclined to HP at 40 degrees. You have to just rotate it like this and then draw the front view, then the top view. Okay, this is how it is. Let me show this in Google SketchUp to everyone. Okay, let me just go to Google SketchUp. Here. Now, let's see how is the solution. Okay, so this is your horizontal plane and this is your vertical plane. So on a vertical plane, you have a rectangle of side 20 mm into 35 mm. This is how it is. This is how your rectangle is placed on vertical plane. This is your first step. Okay, let me just color it. Let me just color it. Let me just take it as red color. Okay, fine. After that, let me just make this as a component. Make this as a component. I've made this as component. This is your first step. Let me just bring this little front. Okay, let me just move it so that there's no light on it. So along the green axis, let me just someone has unmuted himself or herself. Just mute yourself. Someone, don't unmute yourself. Let me just, it's taking time. I'm unable to move it. So, yeah, now it is moving. Okay. Let me just delete this. Okay. And let me just move it here. Okay, close to the vertical plane. Not touched it. I will not touch it to the vertical plane, but it is touching vertical plane. Okay. As per the question, it is touching vertical plane. Okay. So it is like this. So when I see the front view of it in the first step, so this is how your front view looks. So which is this one. Okay. And top view is just a straight line. Top view is just a straight line. Okay. Now, what is the second step? I'll rotate this rectangular plane. Okay. By such an angle that it appears as a square in the front view to you. Okay. Before I rotate this, let me just move it. Here, it's fine. Let me just select these two and move this a little here so that I have a space for the third step. The second step, it is like this. So this is rotated by some angle. First, deselect the first one, first rectangle, only select this one. And I have to just rotate this such that it appears as a square to you in the front view. I know what is the answer, just I'll rotate it an angle. What is the answer there? The answer is the answer is 55 degrees. Since I know the answer, I'll just type 55 degree, not 55. 55. Okay. Just for here reference, I'll just show you taking any angle here. Let it be. Okay. Now, when you see the front view here in this position, this is how it looks to you. It looks a square in the front view, and in the top view, it looks like a straight line to you. In the top view, it looks like a straight line to you. This is your second step. And the last step is this edge is inclined to horizontal plane at an angle. How much? 40 degrees. Now let me just use move command. Let me just place it here. I'll just rotate it in such a way that now let me just take this. So you can see I'm rotating it by an angle 40 degrees. Okay, this is 40 degrees. So 50 what I've taken, but this is 40. So in the front view, when I see the front view in this position, it appears like this to you. Okay, so in the top view, it appears like this to you. Okay, it appears like this to you. What is there here? Okay, that is what is there here. Getting it? Now let's solve this problem in solid edge. Okay, and you do it in your books. Okay, everyone, you do it in your books. I'll take the same file in order to solve this problem. So this was the problem which we did in the last class. Let me insert one more new sheet. Everyone first draw the XY line. So when you draw the XY line, it should be drawn with a very thin line. So here we are taking the XY line thickness as 0.05. Draw the XY line from one end to other end. Once you draw it, name it. Okay. So name it here. So this is X and this is Y. And here you can name above XY line is vertical plane and below XY line it is horizontal plane. After that, you can start drawing your rectangle, which is of side 35 into 20. You know how it is placed. Okay. And the thickness when you draw it, it should be of thick line. Here I'll be taking 0.5. Here I'll be taking 0.5. Here I'll be taking 0.5. First, I'll draw a line, vertical line here of 20 mm. Then I'll draw a horizontal line of 35 mm. Enter. And I place it here. Then 20 again here. And I'll place it here. Then I'll complete the rectangle. Okay. So once you complete your rectangle, next step is to show the dimensions of a rectangle. Okay. Dimension of a rectangle. So since there are two sides, you have to show both the dimensions. Okay. Both shorter length and longer length of a rectangle. Okay. So here it's a shorter length, which is 20 mm. Okay. Show that here. And longer length on top here. Okay. Show this. After this, you just draw the projection line to obtain the top view. To obtain the top view. And while drawing the projection line, you are supposed to draw it with thin lines. Okay, thin lines. From here to here, from here to here. So before you draw this, first you have to name the front view. So name the front view. Let me name it as is given here. Okay. So A, B, C, and D. Okay. So this is A dash. Since it's a front view, we have to denote this A dash, B dash, C dash, and then D dash. Okay. After that, you have to draw the projection lines to obtain the top view. Okay. Obtain the top view. So again, to take a line, and while drawing the top view, you have to show it with thick line. You have to show it with thick line from this end to this end. Okay. From this end to this end, you have to show it with thick lines. Then name the top view. Then name the top view. So this is, so when you see it from top, A is visible to you, D is behind it. So here A and in brackets D. Since it's a top view, there is no dash part. Okay. So here it is B and in brackets C. Okay. C. After this, you have to show the directions of projections. After this, you have to show the direction of projections. Okay. This completes your step 1. Okay. Step 1, both front view and top view. I'll just wait for a minute so that you can finish it, everyone. Then we'll move on to the next step. Done. Okay. Then, so in the second step here, in the front view, it appears as a square. With this plane, this rectangle is rotated in such a way that when you rotate it, it will appear as a square to you. Okay, it will appear as a square to you. So what you have to do is, so since you know this length is 20, okay, I'll take this as a reference. I'll just draw these lines here. Okay, I'll just draw these lines here, and from here, with the thick line, I'll draw a square of 20. I'll draw a square of 20. I'll draw a square of 20. Draw a square of 20. Okay. With this as a reference, so we know this length is how much? 20. So you can draw here a square of 20. So this is what is given to you. So in the front view, it is a square of 20. Okay, it is a square of 20. It's a square of 20. No need to even again mention the dimension. If you want, you can mention the dimension here. Only here. Okay, not to again mention anywhere else. Okay. After this, you just name it correctly. So this is A dash, this is B dash, this is C dash, and this is D dash. Okay, D dash. And here, just show the directions of projection. Just show the directions of projection here, so that you'll come to know how you have drawn this. How you have drawn this. After this, how will you get the top view? So you know top view, we are just rotating this plane by some angle. We don't know what is that angle. Okay. So how will you find that? How will you find that angle? Okay. That angle you will determine it after drawing the projection lines. After drawing the projection lines. After drawing the projection lines from here to here, first I have to draw this till here. Okay. I have to draw this till here. Okay. So this indicates your this edge AD. What about the other edge BC? Will it be on XY line? It will not be on XY line, but because when you rotate it, it comes from here. Okay, it comes somewhere here. So I'll just take this and just draw a line, projection line here. I don't know what is the line. Okay. Now, so after this, I'll measure this. After this, I'll measure this. What is this? It is equivalent to this length. So which is 35 here. Okay, which is 35 here. So before you transfer this here, so let me just write down this as A and D. This is AD, that is edge AD. Now you have to obtain the other edge BC somewhere here. I don't know where it is. Okay, but you know this length. You know what is the length here. You take your compass. And with this as center, with this as center, and I'll take the radius as 35. 35, that is this length. I'll just cut an arc here. Okay. After this, you join that with thick line. Join that with thick line here. Join this with thick line. Join this with thick line. This is how you identify the angle. So when you rotate it by this angle, it will appear as a square in the front view. It will appear as a square in the front view. After this, you just name the other end. Okay? Name the other end. This end is B and C. B in brackets C. Okay, B in bracket C. And show the directions without fail. Show the directions without fail. Okay, show the directions. And identify the angle. Identify the angle. So here you have to use angle between. Manually use your protractor and just identify this angle. Can you tell me what is the angle here? Can you tell me? Okay, 55, right? 55 is the answer which you get. Okay. You have to draw it neatly in your books and make sure you are getting in and around 55 only. Exact answer is 55.15. Okay, you can see here. Yeah, fine. That is how you have to draw this. Okay, because this angle is not being given to you. Okay, but this shape has been given to you. Okay, they have told that it is a square. Okay, so you have to rotate this line in such a way that you have to get a square here. So how do you draw it? You have to first draw this square. Then with the help of projection lines, you have to obtain this. And then you have to identify what is the angle. Okay. Then you have to identify what is the angle. So this is your second step, front view and top view. Just wait for another minute. Then I'll move on to the last final step.
So that arc is of how many mm?
This length, right? This
Yes,
this
sir.
is because we are rotating this only, right? We are rotating
Okay.
this. What is this length? 35. That
30.
only you have to take here. 35.
Yes.
35. Okay. You have to measure this using your compass. Then you have to cut an arc here. So when you visualize it in 3D, it looks like this to you. Okay? When you visualize it in 3D, it looks like this to you. Just like this. Okay? It's like this actually. When you visualize it in 3D, it is like this. But how to do it? You have to follow this procedure. Okay? How to obtain the front view and top view when it is like this. Okay, when it is like this. Okay. Hopefully, Viman has finished. Let me move on to the last step. Okay, last step. So last step, what is given? The angle with respect to HP is given to you. Now this is the angle with respect to which one? Vertical plane. Okay, it is with respect to vertical plane. Now you have to draw a line at an angle with respect to horizontal plane. What is the angle which is given to you? So it is 40 degrees. 40 degrees. Okay. So first, there are many ways. You can draw a 40-degree line this way. Okay, or I can draw even this way. Both the solution, but make sure you place this shorter edge on that 40-degree line. Okay, on that 40-degree line. What I'll do is I'll draw a 40-degree line like this way. Okay, this way. So I'll just take this line. Make sure it's a thin line when you draw this. Okay, I'm not worried about the length. I'll just press tab and enter. Here it should be. So this should be 40 for me, right? This should be 40. So it should be 140 for me here. So this is 140 here. So this is 140. This is 40. Let me just measure that angle. You can just place a point here, then measure the angle and take 40 degrees. Okay, take 40 degrees to the left. This is 40 degrees. Okay, this is 40 degrees. Now what you have to do is you have to place this edge on this 40-degree line. If you place this edge on this 40-degree line, okay, that is edge AD here. What about these two edges? These 2 points B and C, they will come below this 40-degree line or above this 40-degree line? They'll come above 40-degree line. Okay, they'll come above. So let me just take a line. I'll just place this. You know what is the length of this? It's a square. It's a square of 20. Okay, I'll directly draw here square of 20 here with reference to this. Okay, 20 here. Okay, so before I draw it, make sure it should be drawn with thick line. Okay, it should be drawn with thick line. It should be drawn with thick line. So before I could draw it, I'll tell you the shortcut trick also in the computer how to do it. Okay, it's a very shortcut trick here, which I already told in the earlier class. Let me tell you in this solution as well. I'll just copy this one more here, but I'll tell you both me as well as computer. Okay, so I know I will draw a square of 20, but this edge is inclined at 40 degrees. Okay, so it should be a thick line. Thick line. So here I'll draw a line of 20 mm on this line, then 20 here. Okay. Should be perpendicular. This should be perpendicular to this line. Okay. So again 20 here, then 20 here. Make sure this shape and this shape, they have clearly told you front view is a square. Okay, it means here also, it should be a square only. Okay, here also and here also it should be a square. Okay? It should be a square because in the question they have clearly told it's a final view. Okay, final view is a square. Okay, and the one more sentence they have given, this edge is inclined at 40 degrees. Okay, but to do it, first you have to draw it like this without any inclination, only inclination with respect to vertical, so that it appears as a square. Then you have to tilt this edge at an angle 40 degrees and you draw it. Make sure this appears to you as a square to you. Okay, this appears to you as a square. So after this, you have to just name this. You have to just name this. So when you shift this here, so this is A dash. So this is A dash. So this is D dash. Okay, first you write these two. Then in line with this, A is B. So let me write down B here. There's B dash, and here I'll write down what is it is C dash. Okay, C dash. After this, next step is very easy. With how we will draw the top view, use this and use this to obtain the top view. Okay, obtain the top view. So how do you draw it? First, you have to draw the projection lines. That is very thin lines. With thin lines, you draw the projection lines. So this is A. I know A is only till here. I'll just draw projection line only till here. Okay, from this point, just draw till only here. So next, D coming to D. So D also is there on XY line. I'll draw it only till here. Next B is still here. Okay, I'll draw it like this. Then C. Okay, then C, and this one also you draw it here. Horizontal projection line, vertical projection line, and horizontal projection lines. After this, just give the namings. So this is A, right? So from this point and from this point, A will come, and this is your point A. Then where is B? This is B. Then C is this. Then this is D. Then this is D. After this, you join that A, B, C, and D with thick line. Okay? So A to B, then B to C, then C to D. Make sure you get the endpoint symbol there. Then to D. Okay, then to D. This is how you have to do it. Okay, take your own time and complete the solution. Okay, and without fail, you have to show the direction of projections. Direction of projections. On each and every projection line, you have to show the direction of projections. So this completes your solution. This completes your solution. So not just complete, and you have to write down the answer. Inclination with respect to VP, okay, that is phi, denoted by phi, is given as 55 degrees. Is obtained as 55 degrees. Okay, inclination with respect to VP equal to 55 degrees. You can just write it like this here. Lamina inclination with VP, that is phi. Okay, that is phi equal to 55 degrees. 55 degrees. Like this, you can just write it. Okay, and without fail, everyone have to write this sentence in each and every problem, that all dimensions are in mm. All dimensions are in mm. You have to write down here. You take your time and complete the solution. Then I'll show you the shortcut trick how to draw this here. Okay? For this, there is no shortcut trick. You have to draw projection line and you have to join them. But you have to, for this, there is a shortcut trick directly when you do it in the computers. Take your time and complete the solution. So once you finish, let me. Done? Okay, fine. I'll tell you the shortcut trick. How will you get this? In order to do that, first you have to select all of this, hold the control button. Okay. Make sure you make this a group. Now, when you see these are individual lines, these are individual elements. But I want to make this as a group. If I select this, all 4 lines should get selected automatically. If I say select, hold control and select this, and if I go here to sketching and last option, there is block. Here you have option called group. You have to just group it and just click on the green tick mark here. Green tick mark here. Now you just go to the default command, select. Once you're done, now if you select this, you can see everything is getting selected. Now how do you get this here directly? You have to first use move command. First select this, then here. So when you are using a move command, you have to make sure that this copy must be on. Okay, you have to pick it from this edge on which it is inclined. I have to pick it from this point and just place it here. And just place it here. Then right click, select this, then use rotate command from this here. Okay, and while rotating, I don't want a copy, I would just want to rotate that, okay, along this edge. Make sure this edge is inclined at 45 degrees. I'll just take this as center of rotation along this line. I'll just select this line and just rotate it and place it like this on this. And rest all things, naming it and drawing the projection line, you can do it. Okay, you can do it the same way as you did it here. Okay, use move and rotate command, you can directly get this. You can see this and this are same. As I told you, this shape and this shape should be completely same. Clear to everyone? Okay. So this completes this problem. Now you take down this homework problem. I will I'll explain that homework problem to you. Then you can do it. Just take down this. Solution is there in front of you. You can take the screenshot of that and try to solve it. So the front view of a rectangle, similar one. Okay? Same one. Everything is same. There's no angle given with respect to last one. Instead of angle, given this parallel to both HP and BP. Okay? I'll show you this in Google SketchUp also, so that you can easily visualize it. So this is the question: the front view of a rectangular lamina of sides 30 mm into 20 mm. Okay, 30 mm into 20 mm is a square of 20 mm sides. You can see front view is a square of 20 mm sides, but it is a rectangular lamina. It is rectangular lamina, which is here 30 into 20. When you rotate it, it will appear as a square view of 20. Okay, the edge on which it is resting is parallel to both HP and BP. So it is resting on this edge AD. So this edge is parallel to both HP and BP. You have to rotate in such a way that it is, and you place it like this. It means this edge will be parallel to both vertical plane as well as horizontal plane. Vertical plane as well as horizontal plane. And they have asked you to determine what are the angles with respect to horizontal plane and vertical plane. In order to that, you have to draw the side view. Okay, you have to draw the side view. When you draw the side view, so this is your vertical plane, this is your horizontal plane. You can see the angle with respect to horizontal plane is here, the angle with respect to vertical plane is here. 42 is the angle with respect to horizontal plane and 48 is the angle with respect to vertical plane. Okay, that is how you have to get it. So this is the solution of it. So this is the first step, front view of a rectangular lamina, 30 into 20. You have to draw the front view and you have to draw the top view. Then you have to rotate it. Front view of a square. Front view is a square of side 20 mm. Okay. Then resting edge, that is resting edge, parallel to both horizontal plane and vertical plane. And lastly, you have to draw the side view to get the angles. So this is the solution. Okay. You just take down the question. I'll just show you the solution in SketchUp. Question taken down. I'll just show you how in the three-dimensional using Google SketchUp. Done? Now let me show it to you on Google SketchUp. Okay. Let me then select a new one here. Okay. Let me just delete her. Let me just make it as an orthographic projection. A front view and this is isometric. Yeah. I'll first draw the horizontal plane, and then I'll draw a vertical plane. Then I'll draw a rectangle of 300, 200. Draw it like this here. It's smooth enough. Okay. Then I will just make this as a component. Same. First two steps remain same. Okay, almost to that of previous question. Then I'll just color it. I will just color it with blue color. Okay. So when you see the front view, okay, it's your front view, and top view will be a straight line, which will be here. Okay. Now the second step. Okay. After rotate this, let me just rotate this an angle 42 degrees. Okay, so that which is given the solution. And in this position, before that, let me just take this a little front with respect to blue axis. Not with respect to blue axis, is green axis. It's okay, it's fine, no problem. Let me, if I see the front view, it is like this. It's a square, almost similar to square, and top view is like this. Okay, and last step, it is like this view. Okay, last step, this edge is lying both in, it is parallel to both horizontal plane and vertical plane. What you have to do is, let me just use a command here. Let me rotate it. Okay, and let me just place it on XY line and move it and place it on XY line. This is how it is. Okay, this is how it is. So when you see the front view, it looks like this to you. Okay, and when you see the top view, it looks like this to you. And if you want to see the side view, that also we can see. For that, let me just draw a plane here, a right profile plane. Okay, so if I want to see the side view, you see the side view. Okay, This is the angle with respect to horizontal plane. This is the angle with respect to vertical plane. This is how it is. Okay. And there are two ways to draw the side view. One is arc method. Other is midline method. Other is midline method. You can either refer arc method or midline method. The one which is shown to you here is midline method. Okay. Then you have to draw a 45-degree line here. Then draw the projections here till this 45-degree line. Then you draw this. When you draw this, you'll get this line. Okay. And you get this side view, measure these angles, and write down the answers. Okay. So before in the next class, better you solve this question. Okay. Better you solve this question, and that is in tomorrow's class. So in tomorrow's class, we'll solve a problem on locus and non-locus. Okay. Locus and non-locus. What is locus problem and what is non-locus problem? The one which we are doing are all non-locus problems only. Okay. There is one more problem, non-locus, which is inclined with respect to the, not with respect to the edge. Whether it is being inclined with respect to the median of a triangle, the median perpendicular bisector of a pentagon, or a diagonal of a hexagon or square. Okay, we'll see those problems in the next class.